So here we go. The final game of the mixed series. It is London Eagles 3 versus Southampton Stormers, the game we were speaking about. Game 1 of today that we were looking forward to having, and we get it in the final. And all the money is on the line. It is the championship on the line between Eagles 3s and Stormers. And I'll put you on the spot. How do we see these next 20 minutes going? We've seen both teams on live stream. Eagles had the hardest semi-final, winning through drop-off against the Nomads. Does that put them in a bit of a better stead, or is there a bit of a fitness aspect to that as well?
I think it comes down to one thing, really, and I am going to be as unbiased as possible in this. I think if Eagles can contain Conaghan and his supporting cast, I think they win this game. But I think if he's given a bit too much rope and room to play in the manner that he's played over the course of today, then I think it'll be a tricky day for the Eagles.
Yeah, and it's not just Conaghan, is it?
No.
As we've seen so much from the likes of Bricknell, Hodgson, Tor Summers, Emily Squires. There is talent littered in this Southampton team. And there will be a bit of a job to do for the likes of Brett and Pools in this midfield. This is fifth. Half's there a little bit slow. Just drops the ball into an area. Good defensive set early. Interesting to see no Conaghan out there.
That is interesting. I wonder if there's a little bit of a logic of, wait until bodies are a little bit more tired, until he can come on and make that sort of slightly bigger impact, because we know he likes those long stints on the field. Oh, but that's pretty good for second touch there as Eagles flow onto the field. Oh, but they're just overstepping these marks, and I think this is a thing. This is a little bit of a finals fever that you get where teams are going, we're in a final, we have to play differently, but everything that you've done up until the point to get you there.
Oh, fortunately it's going to be given as forward.
But that's really nice to see from Southon and Linthwaite linking up in the middle there. And a little bit of early threat from both teams, although, again, look at the position that Southampton are in, and look who's flowing onto the field.
Yeah, this is the danger pod, isn't it?
It is indeed.
There's Hodgson. There's Farr really sort of being the platform here. And there's Conaghan stepping, doing a couple. There's a long ball to the wing. Oh, an extra foot in height. And that's the opening score, but we were talking about him.
There we go.
His first tester early in the line.
That is that's an interesting touch there. Nothing given by the referees. That's all right. We'll play on then. Dylan looks okay. But no, look at that pressure.
There's Conaghan doing what Conaghan does, going and putting on pressure, showing his athleticism. I wonder if he'll sub after this set. He didn't for the vast majority of that semi-final. Farr marshalling this play well.
We'll take 6 more there. Not sure what Lewis is complaining about there. I think Seb hit a ball into the ground, which he's allowed to do.
Yeah, Conaghan in defence, but Hazeldine. Here's Brett.
And this is a little Taipans mixed open mid partnership here in Brett and Hazeldine.
Danger. Can Farr get over and make the touch? He does. Is that ball down first? There's a chat here to be had for the referees. Libby Steele on this far side is fine. Simons is fine. And there is your opening score. First blood,
Maddie
London
Kingston
Eagles.
Mills there playing at link, but a really nice honesty from Eva Clothier there, the winger, just letting the referee know that she didn't make the touch and making that decision nice and easy. But this is nice, getting on the outside, and then Kingston Mills just getting the ball down nicely. Sorry, Miles Kingston, which is sort of vaguely close enough. Bricknell on now, though, and Conaghan. Okay, this is the danger pod. Need to be careful here.
Playing away well.
Emily Squires as well, look out for her. She's had some really deft touches in the game so far.
Yeah, and don't forget Lines in number 7 here at this male link. He's been involved in the action. Oh, that should be 6 more. It is indeed. So Conaghan will have another crack at the line, and I'm wondering if you are seeing a bit of this finals fever at the moment, because it feels a little bit trying to score off every single touch.
Exactly that.
You don't want to, just create these unforced errors, but Conaghan gets on the outside of Bibby Pools. There's a right foot step. Oh, it's stunning from Seb Conaghan.
And there we go, and that's the opening score, and that's what we said, it'd be tricky. It does feel like every time the Stormers come on, what we really just need to say is, yeah, all the players in the Stormers jerseys, watch out for them.
Yeah.
Because there's danger all across the park, and that is Connaughton doing what Connaughton does. I think Eagles need to complaining about something sort of quite meaningless again.
Yeah, it doesn't help, does it?
No.
I think when you get into that battle of sort of feeling potentially hard done by from the referees,
Absolutely.
you're then in danger of looking at like hard touches that aren't hard touches and overstepping the mark by trying to cannon in. It just doesn't really help anyone's case. It's focusing on your job and your job only as Hazeldine tries to orchestrate a play around the outside. That ball's down. Good endeavour. It
is indeed, but I would argue there you've got extra touches on the line. Settle a little bit again. This is finals fever. I think that's a new term that we're coining right here.
Yeah, well, me and Dan Powell had Cow Corner up in Nottingham Highfields with an incredibly muddy, specific area of the field. So we'll have finals fever as well.
Brilliant.
That'll go down in the books as we see Connaughton looking to run this fly, stepping round, finds the wing, step back. That's a wonderful recycle, and then far hits the platform for fifth touch. Really well done to escape. Can he find some spare players?
Oh, that's
loss of control.
Just down there, but again, we're seeing them work the ball really nicely across the field and pull Eagles into some really tricky positions, and they're just about handling it for now. But
Connaughton almost getting an intercept. Far now putting on some pressure, so Eagles struggling in this transition. Pulls, gets on the field to try and inject some pace, checks away from Connaughton, which definitely is the right thing to do, but that ball is forward. So midfield pressure is starting to pay off for the Southampton Stormers.
And that's a little bit of, I think, what we call box management from the Eagles there, just not getting players onto the field in time, making it really tricky for that winger to work as a scrum half, and now that's given field position. You've got hope they're not thinking about targeting Samika Evans, because they won't get a lot out of that.
No,
given
but
how
what I
good
think Connaughton will do is try and pick off this link channel. I would love to see him run the exact same thing and flash this ball near side. That's where the space is.
See if they can make that happen. But it's a strong team. Evans is working back.
Oh, what a ball that is. What a catch. What a finish. Seb Connaughton.
Around the houses. LeBron James slam dunk onto the line. Let's look at this again. This is just an absolute pick.
Step, pump, then there's the rip. And it is caught behind and then slammed down from number 12, Lucy Wilkinson. And it is a great finish, but once again, Connaughton, well, he's the magic man at the moment. He's creating something every single time he touches the ball, and now he's involved in this D-set. Not happy with his work until it's been defended and secured.
Just tightening up defences, that allows that space out wide. There you go, quickly. Oh, just can't quite pick that ball up. And that's all right. There's a bit of endeavour there. It's still a 1-point game, but I think there's a little bit lack of...
Oh, there's danger here. There is danger here.
That's first touch, though, up over the 10-metre line.
Which is amazing. And I highly doubt that Connaughton is going to think about subbing, although he is moving over into that direction.
It could
be. I wonder if he is subbing.
He's probably looking for the ball down that wing. Do you see him calling for it there?
He wants it.
He's seeing space at all times. Okay.
Oh, that's off the mark.
Right. Eagles with half-decent field possession now. And there we go, onto the ball quickly. That's what they need to do. Get halves there, initiate touches, and just get downfield.
That's a good roll ball. Bit of a nudge afterwards. Nothing doing from the referees. They're happy. That's a really good roll ball. This is much better from the Eagles.
Just need to keep this momentum going.
Pulls. They're looking to go and hit that outside edge, moving very laterally, allowing the defence to come over and crab across. I think if Bibby Pulls had just straightened, they would have stopped that defence crabbing, and there would have been more of an opportunity. A little bit stop-start is the Stormers. Subset now, so both teams finding some issues.
Looking to put pressure on here, but here's Connaughton. So
he'll find a way out of the problem. Oh, no, he won't. He'll find Eagles' hand.
Lawrence Hodgkins, and just popping the ball into his hands there. And I think, when was the last time we saw Connaughton make a mistake like that?
Yeah, well, not for this entire series, I would hazard a guess.
There we go.
At least definitely not today.
No.
Hazeldine pulls on his outside. Hazeldine looking for this 32 platform. Half is slow. That's a shame, but pulls. There is still an opportunity to go on the open side. Here is the quickie. Trying to get on the outside of Connahan, but I think she realised very quickly that that wasn't going to end in anything.
It's a tricky thing to do, yeah. It's interesting to see what they'll do here. Slowing the game up a little bit.
Just pulling this late Gallagher out of position. Oh, that's dangerous for Connahan. Once more, at the last step, gets over, makes a wonderful diving touch.
Does indeed. He's impacting the game on both sides of the ball. And here we go.
Now he might just go full length as well. And he will. There's Connahan and Farr, and that is relatively easy. The only person keeping up is the ref, and the ref will just watch him put the ball down and sort of goading some pressure on for the London Eagles to say, look, you know, I'm going to take all the time in the world if no one presses me. But we'll see this on replay.
And he's going to be back into defend now. There we go.
1-2.
And so I think what we're seeing here is what I spoke about at the beginning. You know, if you could contain him, Eagles would be able to play a level game and maybe beat them with a bit of structure. But Southampton using that weapon of Connahan, but also all the players around him doing really good stuff, defending really well. You know, he isn't a one-man army. He's a weapon in a whole arsenal. It's just a very, very potent weapon.
Yeah, I think there'll be offside penalty here against Lines on the line. Yeah, it is true. It is fair, and Libby Steele is very confident in her calls, so they'll get a fresh set of 6. And I think what we're trying to say about all the team for Southampton Stormers is they are facilitators for the weapon that is Seb Connahan, and Connahan can't do what he does without a supporting cast. However, that should be pretty clean ball down.
No, that's a touch called by the sideline referee there.
That was last ditch.
Was indeed. They need to centralise a little bit here, playing in a very tight channel to look for a fire up.
Yeah, there's another
against
jinx.
Connahan.
Brett. Oh, that ball to the wing is he knows. Ball to the wing was the option. Connahan's just asking if it's ball down. The facial expressions on Connahan are very comical, but Brett now running a very nice line, and that is ball down,
nice
and very
clean.
happy. Connahan's not happy, Brett is, and I think that's fair. It's now once again a one-try game. It's a lovely variation.
It is, and do you know what? It's using a full set of touch. Connahan's looking at the ball there, and I think that's a great call from the referees. Actually, that's ball down.
I think that is ball down as well. Connahan will probably watch that back and go, yeah, you know what, fair enough. That's that's the one that almost went in earlier. That could have been given as well. So Eagles are threatening. There's a nice fly. Oh, but overplaying of the Stormers.
Yeah, they are indeed. They're playing into the scenario a little bit too much instead of just playing their game.
Yeah, and
this
now,
is nice meters from Linthwaite there. That's second.
Yeah, there's not a lot of midfield press. I think Linthwaite was looking for an in at the side there. A little bit frustrated are the Eagles, but focusing on their own job is the recipe for success. Hazeldine enacting half. Oh, there's no touch that's been made. That ball goes to the wing, but it's just a bit wayward. I think the Stormers on that far sub-box are trying to talk to the sideline ref about potentially 7 on for a moment, but I think both teams sort of falling into the trap of appealing, getting frustrated. You know, it's focusing on your job, your singular sort of identity almost as a player and a cog in this machine for each team.
Exactly that. I spoke to Chris earlier about what happens. You know, do you if you're playing a new team or something like that, do you focus on what they're doing or what you're doing? And it's the same with every single game of touch. You focus. You know, you can control what you're doing, so play your game instead of getting in to their heads, and then all of a sudden you start trying to control the decisions of the referees. And
Connahan with a lovely ball out to the wing,
nicely chased down by Mary Morris on the wing here.
Oh, there's a calf that's gone ping. I don't think the Stormers have recognised that someone needs to go on. Now they have, because there is a winger that's...
Nope, she looks like she's going to try and play on there. Oh, there.
Yeah, I think the referee's just saying, almost like, don't be a martyr. Look after yourself.
Absolutely.
I've been there. When your calf goes ping, it can feel like you can run on it straight away, but then you wake up tomorrow morning and you cannot move. It's an unfortunate one, especially in a final. But game continues. No rest for the wicked as Eagles drive up the middle. Connahan trying to buy no touch.
There.
There's Brett.
That ball back in.
That's a great platform for Aston Brett. Brett could go to the wing here, checks back on the inside. It's audacious.
It is. Audacious is one way to describe it. When you're 1 point down, there's other words that I imagine the Eagles coach might be using right now that aren't for the live stream. But again, Eagles controlling a bit more territory here, putting a bit of pressure on, trying to contain the likes of Hodgson, Connahan.
Well played around as well from Hodgson and Connahan. I think Connahan's going to stay on.
I think he pretended almost to sub off there and then went, actually, no.
Do you know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see Connahan on a Redlands play. Oh, in fact, don't worry about it. Oh, Libby Steele has a decision to be made, does make the touch.
And there we go. Eagles player calling that they made the touch. It's an honesty game.
It is indeed, and that might feel a little bit hard done by for the Stormers. But Connahan will look for a good platform. Libby Steele.
Huge touch there
Libby
from
pulls, yeah. Oh, but then Connahan just finds the extra gear, looking for the switch.
That's great
a really
work.
good
That's
six
really
touch.
good defensive work as well. But Connahan, jeez, even when he's not got much space to work in, is still looking lethal.
Oh, Connahan painting a bit of a frustrated picture
Just
at the
tad.
moment.
We saw it a little bit in that last game as well, that there's potential for that to happen.
Yeah, but they've got to have the wider context in mind. You are 4 minutes away from taking all the marbles. There's a one-try game. You can't let anything go unjustly. That's a great ball.
That's a fantastic ball and into the right hole. I think this side of the field just fell asleep a little bit, because if you're sniping into that hole as an attacker, then that's a score all day.
Indeed.
Stormers still sitting 1 point up here in this really cagey final.
Yeah, it does feel like, both teams don't want to lose it, but now there's overplaying, and Connahan with his head in hands, he knows. But we've seen this time and time again, and they are not afraid from going in and putting in a defensive effort,
And that's a score.
And it is a wonderful score. Getting on the outside was Tunde Adekaye.
But really nice work from Hazeldine there, and then Tunde just getting that ball down nice and cleanly, and that takes us back to a level game. And look at that smile as he runs back up the field.
3 minutes left to go. 3 tries apiece. It's a set of threes.
And I wonder if there's a thought that maybe Seb Connahan is saving himself for well, I don't want to use the word.
No, there's a bit of a commentator's curse that I've noticed, that if you ask for it, it doesn't happen.
I haven't asked for what.
Very well played.
But
Very well played.
That's big for Eagles to be able to hold out on that set. And now they're driving nicely up the field.
Yeah, offside defenders here. For Stormers, it feels like the pendulum of momentum has shifted firmly in favour of Eagles. That check back on the inside is good, and that is try time. And the screams in the sub-box ring around Newark Rugby Club, because London Eagles, with a couple minutes left to go.
So really nicely worked score in between Linthwaite and Brett. Just working that ball back and forth, but here's the thing, they've got to get a stop now. Yeah. And look who's on the field.
Yeah, and for me, this is the pod that allows Connahan to do what Connahan does. Connahan for Hodgson. These are the good facilitators for such a talented young player. And now, rather than going round, I wonder if he's just going to try and go himself. Yeah, they're happy.
That's a ball down.
Ooh! 90 seconds remaining. We are all square.
And again, that's that thing this Eagles box was celebrating, but you can't switch off, and just catches that winger flat-footed and...
Ooh. Ooh.
And
I think Hazeldine might have a case, but...
And that's Hodgson's score there to take us level.
Indeed.
So, Eagles here rolling in, danger pod. with Linthwaite and Southon. Southon's going to get a strike for himself here.
Oh, Doggy's trying to get around the link. Oh, bit of a wobbly roll ball. It's a great idea to the link. Just not quite connecting, but they will get a penalty.
They will indeed. Hold this ball here, I reckon, and just see if you can get as many strikes in as possible. And then I think we can see a few coaches in the box here starting to think about combinations.
Yes, definitely. However,
that's a touch just on that trailing foot up in the air.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because they almost had the outside edge. But Eagles won't stop. That's a really good touch coming in there from Bricknell. Bricknell and Conahan have to dig deep, getting over, almost pushing all of his support over, but the referees are happy with the pass, and there is 10 seconds left, and that might be a last gasp winner.
Oh my goodness, what have we had? 3 tries in the last 90 seconds?
No. Oh.
So it's now going to be an Eagles tap because of Stormers.
Yeah, and they just decide to go super early, and that is full time. And London Eagles, in what finished to be a little bit chaotic, and at the end there was
indeed
a couple things that were happening on the pitch at once. Bibby Pools just decides to take the end and finish it. Seb Conahan and the Southampton Stormers fall just short, and we'll get a replay of that final score that went in. Flat pass, 1.
Oh, skips down that touchline.
Yeah, just manages to stay in, but Eagles take the victory, take the series over Southampton Stormers. And just in a minute, just summarise the day, because it's been wonderful. We've had the pleasure of calling all of it. Division 3, well, it's got a lot going for it.
Yeah, I got a few goosebumps when you asked me that question. It's been absolutely brilliant here. You know, we talked about how Division 3, every single time you watch it, the quality gets better and better and better. And we spoke about having a final like this at the beginning of the day and that final at the end being excellent, but also seeing teams like Quackers come through. First time Liverpool Otters have ever put a 2s team in. Nottingham Sheriffs as well. All of these teams playing really excellent touch, and it being fantastically entertaining as well. That's the thing. It's not structured or messy. Or sometimes it is, sometimes it's both of those things. But actually, there's some great touch being played, and it was epitomised by that final. But, you know, where we were talking about the words of drop-off when it was 3-3, and it finished 5-4 2 minutes later.
Yeah. Yeah, it has progressed so much as Division 3, a testament to how touch has grown. But that is all from us today here at Next Gen and England Touch. That is the mixed division wrapped up very nice and neatly in a boat, and we will see you at the next one.